4 puppies standing at the store are waiting for their mother to come back. Although they are white and fat, but their mother is a beggar dog. High in the mountains, there is a dog that earns food by winning the hearts of tourists. There are many kind people who will give it some food, and it's not a picky dog, since all it needs is food. A woman who often climbs mountains said, "It's a wild dog, yet it is very friendly to people. Just give out your hand, and it will quickly come to you and let you rub its head." Mountain climbers are familiar with it. Everyone loves the obedient dog. They even named it Large White. No one knows where it came from. People only know that they first saw it on the top of the mountain. They guessed it was abandoned by its owner. There is no food on the mountain, so it has to live on food given by kind people. But lately, its health gets worse. It's getting more and more skinny. Normally, when the dog is fed, she will follow everyone to the top of the mountain. Such a responsible dog. But these days, she always seems helpless, and will go back after only halfway. No one knows what she has done. Some people, however, notice her stomach is swollen. They think she might get pregnant or have given birth. Make things clear, one woman decided to find out on her own. But not as fast as the dog. Large White ran into the deep forest, then disappeared from her sight. About an hour later, the dog comes back again and goes up the mountain, then lies down to sleep. Meanwhile, everyone really wants to know where she has gone, what she has done, and why she looks so tired like that. They put a camera on her neck. After resting for a while, she again ran down the mountain. In the way she still adorably greets visitors, and let them caress her. What a polite and obedient dog. Volunteers observe her actions on camera. She then runs fast into the forest, then climbs the snowy road. After a while, she stops in front of the cave, then barks. Suddenly, the 4 puppies run out. Their fur takes after Large White. Maybe they are her babies. When Large White goes out to find some food, the woman quickly takes the volunteer to the cave. A puppy pokes its head out. A puppy pokes its head out, as he spots some strangers approaching. 4 scared puppies leaning on each other, because they've never met a human. Together, they start to bark. But that just makes them look so cute. The woman didn't come in. Instead, she put the camera at the cave entrance. Not long after, Large White returns. The puppies run toward their mother. They are very hungry, so they rush into drinking milk from their mother. Large White just stood still, and patiently waits while nursing her puppies. She doesn't stay with them, but runs away. After a while, she will comes back. After their mom leaves, the 4 puppies waiting for their mom to come back. At the cave entrance, they, however, are very naughty. One of them has discovered the camera. They curiously look at the strange thing, then try touching it. They even lick the camera, to see whether they can eat it, and end up making the camera roll over to one side. When night falls, finally, Large White returns home to feed her puppies. But those puppies are growing, so they need a lot of food to satisfy them. Large White is tired. She leans against the cliff and falls asleep. But still, she doesn't stay long. After spending a little time with her puppies, she leaves. She only comes back after almost 2 hours, then leaves again, and later, she comes back, which makes people incomprehensible. There are no tourists on the mountain at night. She doesn't take a rest with her puppies. Then where does she go? People watch the camera on her neck and finally, they realize. Apart from nursing her puppies, she often hangs around in a house under the mountain. Could this be her house? To find an answer, the volunteer comes to visit the house, and shows the owner a photo of Large White. The house owner said she is not the dog's owner, but lately, she often hears puppies squeal. Then she takes everyone to find under the wooden floor. There they find 2 puppies. Their fur looks exactly like the puppies in the mountains. Maybe this is also Large White's puppies. But why is the dog here? The veterinarian guesses after giving birth to 6 puppies, the dog has to keep running back and forth every day, and trying to take care of her pups. But when the pups grow up, she is not as strong as before. She knows she can't nurse so many puppies on her own, so she thinks of kind people who used to feed her. To make sure her puppies can survive, she has to rely on human. Everyone, please double tap to cheer for her. The house owner takes the 2 dogs inside, puts them on the mat, and prepares some food for them. Now that those puppies can eat, they start to devour. They seem very hungry. Not long after, Large White again sits in front of the door. The puppies see their mom, so they quickly bark to make her notice. Yet Large White doesn't do a thing. She looks at them for a while then leaves. As their mother is about to leave, the puppies hastily scratch the door, and bark for their mom to notice. Even so, Large White still decides to leave, and doesn't turn around. From her eyes, we can see how reluctant she is to leave. As a mother, who doesn't love their child, but to make sure that her beloved babies don't have to suffer. Even when she doesn't want to do so, she still has to painfully leave the puppies. Sometimes leaving doesn't mean they don't love you. Just the love is too deep to stay. The mistress can't help but shed tears. This moment makes everyone feel emotional, and realize how wonderful the mother's love is. People decide to give Large White's family a place to live. They take the 4 puppies out of the cave. Large White comes back and can't see her pups. She immediately tries to find around. Her howls sound so painful. With the dog, her puppies are her whole world. After realizing that the pups are still safe, she finally calms down. She knows people are helping her, and they won't hurt her babies. so she let people wear a dog collar for her. The group of people takes the mother dog and the puppies down the mountain to the hospital. The veterinarian does a general check on them, and luckily all the pups are healthy. The mother dog has taken good care of them. She, however, is malnourished. Her body is very weak, and has some skin problems, but she will soon get over after a short time of treatment. After that, the volunteers find a home for the puppies. Large White crawls onto the railing. Her face is full of happiness. Mother's love is the only love in the world that has no limits. Whether human or animal, motherhood is always immense. Like the Pacific Ocean, don't forget to praise the wonderful love of motherhood. There is a strange puppy in a foreign country. Every day, he will run back and forth on the roof. Never dares to go on the ground. His owner doesn't know why. The puppy that lives on the roof is pitiful. He often stares in the direction of a dog on the side of the road. He always has butterflies in his stomach whenever he sees her, and can't help but bark. Turns out the dog on the side of the road is his mother. After giving birth, the mother dog immediately left. On the side of the roof there is a staircase. The little pup is able to run down the stairs easily, but he's always sitting in front of the stairs waiting. Humans use food to lure him, but it doesn't work. The owner said that, since other siblings were adopted, the puppy has never gone down the stairs again. Professor of Animal Studies analyzes. The stairs are the place where the dog has a painful memory. After his siblings left this staircase, they never come back again. So, he's afraid of this staircase, that if he goes down, he will never see his mother again. So, he never steps down the stairs. The puppy is on the roof, desperately waiting for his mother to come back. To help the puppy get rid of his fear, people decide to let him reunite with his mother. The puppy sees his mother return. He gathers up the courage to go down the stairs. Since then, the puppy leads a happy and joyful life with his mother. If you also love this heartwarming story, don't forget to share it with your friends. Since the dog's owner passed away, she has gone to her owner's grave to keep him company. She has been friends with him this way for 4 years. Whether it's heavy rain or strong wind, whether it's hot summer or cold winter, the dog doesn't stop showing her loyalty to her late owner. Everyone is touched by her affection, including the real estate contractor. Because of her, he has put this project on strike for 1 year. Locals say the dog is very loyal. She's also a poor dog, because the more docile she is, the more she makes us heartbreaking. Very few people miss a deceased person for 4 years, but the dog did. At the moment, her puppy is worried about her, so he goes to see his mother. The mother dog also sees her baby coming. She immediately runs to him, seems to be telling her puppy that, just come back, no need to worry about me, then returns to her owner's grave. Still, her puppy doesn't seem to be rest assured to let her stay there. In the end, he decides to be with his mother. They just sit there until it gets dark, but the mother dog chases the puppy back home. Because it's getting dark, she's worried that her son can't find his way home. The puppy doesn't want to leave, so he turns his head towards the grave and looks at his mother a little longer. Meanwhile, the mother dog only feels worried about her puppy. She's afraid that he may get hurt on the way back, and keeps looking nervously at her son. At the moment, the rescuer spots a woman bringing food for the mother dog. He decides to go and ask her about the dog. The woman said, this mother dog is taken after by her husband. After her husband passed away, he was buried here. Since that day, the mother dog has gone to the grave and never comes back home. No matter how much she told her, the dog still refused to leave. The woman said that when her husband was still alive, he and the mother dog were always joined at the hip. Sometimes she even got jealous of the dog. Her husband had kept the dog for 6 years. After she saw him passed away, she couldn't help but cry sadly outside the gate for several days. Since then, she has decided to stay by her late owner. But this place is about to be razed. The contractor was so touched by the dog's action that he went on strike. But this strike has been going on for a year. The contractor said that if he chases the dog away, then the memory between her and the late owner will become a regret. He also expresses that keeping going on strike will cause him to suffer a great deal of damage. Still, those things aren't the most important, because love is the only thing that can't be bought with money. It's rare for a dog to have such a heart. Please press the heart button for the kind contractor. Whenever an elderly passes by, the mother dog will run downstairs, as she keeps mistakenly thinking that her owner has returned. But he can't go back anymore. She again goes to his burial place in disappointment. Because of the mother dog's health, the rescuers know that they need to help her as soon as possible. They have set up a large cage at the place, where the owner's wife put some food for the dog. Now, all they need to do is waiting for her to come and eat. The dog's food is brought early in the morning, but it isn't until sunset that she starts to eat. The mother dog is on the alert, so she stays outside the cage for a long time. She knows this is a trap, but she also knows that she must be persistent to live on. She's afraid that one day the owner will return and can't find her. The mother dog slowly goes inside. The rescuers immediately pull the cage door shut, and end up saving the mother dog. After the owner's wife hears about their plan, she also rushes over. The long-standing loyalty of the mother dog suddenly touches her heart. She couldn't hold it back and burst into tears on the spot. The rescuers don't know what to do to comfort her. They can only explain to the mother dog that the mistress is worried about her, and she's also afraid of losing her. Because the woman lost her husband, she is all alone now. The dog's action just makes her sadder. Hope that the mistress and the mother dog can live happily together. After taking her to the hospital for a checkup, the doctor said that the mother dog's condition isn't good. Her stomach was severely damaged. Her eyes even have parasitic worms, and were seriously infected. Even with surgery, they can't help her cure completely. The doctor feels sorry and says that the mother dog can only live for 2 more years at most. Hope you guys can hit the like button and share, to get more people to see this video. We're really important in the eyes of dogs. They can even sacrifice their lives for their owners. Can you please hit the like button again for him?